Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome to Friday. How's everybody feeling? Well, a little dip in the market. Shaking out, a little more shaking out going on as we're in this chop. As I said, my video this morning, we're just going sideways, right, for a few days after big gains that we had the week before. And when you're in this chop, price goes up, takes down shorts, price goes down, takes out longs. So we had that today. If you were watching George this morning on Cryptos R Us, he was showing all of the shorts getting taken out while the price was going up. And then this afternoon, we had this big drop on some fake news. I'll tell you what that was. And took out a lot of leverage longs too. And I'm fully expecting the price to come back up around upper 13s, around 14 cents. And we're probably going to chop through there over the weekend. Most likely, that's what we've got. But how's everybody doing? We got a lot of other things to talk about as well. We will talk about Doge. We will talk about Bitcoin, ETH, how they're doing, and the fake news. So let's get into it. Let me drop down here in the corner and look at the chart at 13.5 cents. And here's that drop we had. This drop, and it came right down to my yellow line. Now, this yellow line I've had on my chart for quite some time. It was resistance. It became support. This is 13.2, and that's right where the tail dropped down right to 13.2 right there, and right back up. And on Bitcoin came right down and hit 66K, and right back up. And I'll show you what that means in a bit as well. And ETH, 2450. 2450 is where ETH dropped and back up. We can go through coin after coin after coin. They're all pretty much the same chart because crypto generally tends to trade in unison. It's just that way. That's just the way it is. The market makers all get together and say, hey, let's drop the price. Okay, boom. But why? And what would make the markets susceptible to easily dropping the price? And why would they want to do it? Okay, so first, why? We've shown this before. This is a liquidation heat map. This is Bitcoin. We were looking at this on Monday because I had identified 66.6 as the target for a dip. And then Monday night it hit 66.6. And I was like, okay, I pat myself on the back. Good job, Chris. And then on Wednesday, we had a dip on Bitcoin that went to 65.5, which took out more leveraged positions. And as Bitcoin went up, it started taking out all of these shorts. And as Bitcoin went up higher and higher, particularly yesterday afternoon and evening, as Bitcoin was going up, taking out more shorts, there were a lot of leverage traders who were then making new leverage longs, 2x, 5x, 10x leverage, because they wanted to ride the wave up and make money. Well, guess what? Bitcoin decided to turn back around, got a bit choppy. And then today, look at all of that leverage that got wiped out. All of this, even this bright yellow here, all wiped out. Millions and millions of dollars. And these, on the heat map, these tails show when those leverage positions were created. So yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, that's when these were created and they got wiped out. And we're not talking about $10 bets or $100 bets. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars and even some over $1 million. Big, heavy traders trading with leverage. So if there's so many people buying Bitcoin, so many people buying crypto, how can the price drop like that? Typically, it takes news to get it started. Bad news. And when the bad news comes, price starts going down and the market maker seize on that opportunity and heavily short, dumping coins to drive the price down and take out all that leverage. That's what they do. So, crypto rally foiled by a report of a Department of Justice probe of Tether. So that's what this is about. This is about Tether. Bitcoin appeared poised to make another run at 70K, but a Wall Street Journal story of a criminal probe into the stablecoin issuer sent prices tumbling. So that was the news that came out right around 2 o'clock. Wall Street Journal report. Price started going down and then dump. Then the dump was caused by the market. It wasn't retail selling. Retail's not selling. We're in a bull market. Retail's not selling. It's a dip. It's a buying opportunity. You buy on the dip and the price goes back up in a bull market. No, it's all manipulation. It's all the traders, swing traders, exchanges, market makers to wipe out all that leverage I just talked about. That's it. Why do I say fake? Tether CEO denies investigation rumors. So that comes out. And then here is the head of Tether, Paulo Ardoino. As we told the Wall Street Journal, there is no indication that Tether is under investigation. Wall Street Journal is regurgitating old noise. So why would the Wall Street Journal do that? One, for clicks, right? Two, maybe the Wall Street Journal leans to the left, or for you guys that are watching the other way, leans to the left, and they don't like crypto. So they throw FUD out there, and it had its effect. Price went down. The market makers dumped it even more, took out all that leverage. But it's fake news. It's fake news. Tether is stronger than ever, actually, and continues to grow. So that's what happened. That was it. That was it. Millions of leverage wiped out, including Dogecoin. Yes, we had. You know, this morning, George had these red candles down here on this liquidation, right? And it was growing. And there was like $8 million there in an hour of liquidations. Well, I mean, This afternoon, we had $37 million in 1 hour of longs, followed by $38 million of longs as the price was going down this afternoon. So totally wiping out huge leverage positions. 4 times as much as what George was talking about this morning, but it was taking out those shorts. On these coin glass charts, green is what you don't want to see, because those are the longs that are getting leveraged. Just like we had back here on Wednesday. We had those longs. And in 1 hour, there was 34 million, there was 35 million that hour, and then 38 million that hour. And then price starts going back up, and then those leverage traders try it again, and they get wiped out again. And we're talking, well, I mean, we just had one, $1.2 million on ETH. So huge ETH, $45 million over the past 24 hours, 58 million on Bitcoin. And here's Doge, about $4.5 million liquidated on Doge. You can see which coins are going up, like MyDoge, because MyDoge is going up because it got a Binance listing. And Twitch wiping out shorts, $5 million in shorts on MyDoge. Who's shorting MyDoge? That People meme token is back, trading again. Like 1.5 million long liquidations on People token. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Dogecoin, yeah, Dogecoin drops, buying opportunity to buy more because I think Doge is going higher. And a lot of other people do too. Dogecoin records first net inflow in days because we've been chopping. And this morning, well, this came out at 1:30 right before the big dump. And Dogecoin was looking primed to move up. But no, we can't have that much fun. So, yeah, Ryan, I said to buy MyDoge. I know. MyDoge. Hilarious. The spot market shows a $2 million net inflow for Doge, indicating potential bullish interest. You don't have to tell me it's potential. The bullish interest is there for Doge. Dogecoin can surge up to 17.2. My chart says 17,420. Remember, 17,420. And support is at 13.2, not 13.7 is what they show. 13.2, which is exactly what it hit, 13.2. Some of these articles just, they got to talk to me. They got to interview Kriss again. I haven't been in an article for a while. So, especially with my chart that I showed in the video this morning, $3 Dogecoin. I was like, I should have heard from somebody, Benzinga, or I mean, somebody should have called me and said, hey, what's this $3 Dogecoin? I could have had a quote and everything. Is this renowned crypto analyst? But they haven't called me yet. But the momentum is building for Doge still, despite the drop. We're up 27% over the past month. We're leading the meme market gains. Key on-chain metric signals, meme coin remains undervalued. Yes, Doge is still undervalued, presenting a buying opportunity for market participants. And that buying opportunity was even better just about an hour and a half ago when we dipped down to 13.2. So that is what's going on. The MVRV ratio flashes a buy signal. Send it. Doge is going to the moon. So people can get all freaked out. Doge is crashing. But no. It was a coordinated dip with Bitcoin and all other cryptos dipping. It wasn't just a Dogecoin thing. So who got 13.2 cent Dogecoin? Now, I had my $3 Dogecoin. And if you follow me at Kriss on X Twitter, you'll see that I posted the chart because I made this last night following, or the other night, following our Wednesday live stream when we were looking at this parabolic up curve that was predicting a $10 Doge. And I was like, no. It's not going to be parabolic up. It's going to be parabolic down because of what I call this law of diminishing returns, which is based on market cap. The more market cap a coin has, the harder it's going to be to achieve those same percentage returns you had the previous cycle. And Doge is at that point now. It's a $20 billion coin. It's not going to go up thousands of percent. I don't think so. So then I was like, okay, I need to make the chart. So I made the chart and I posted it. And then made a video about it this morning. And got pretty good response overall. A lot of people think Doge is even going higher than $3. And Tashkol said, hey, there's a lot more. This is a lot more bullish than usually are. And I like it. $3? And I'm like, depends on adoption. This is the bullish Dogecoin is used for X payments and to be able to pay for Tesla cars. That's right. I'm bullish on Dogecoin to $3 if this stuff happens. If it doesn't, then Doge is just going on jokes, memes, tweets, hopium. I don't know. May not be able to achieve that $3. But it does get people talking. So that's my $3 thing. But it was based on this. And we looked at this the other day. Is $10 Doge possible? And so this was Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk, a lot of hype. Got election coming up. If you guys haven't heard, I'm going to be live election night, Tuesday, November 5th. I'll be live. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when I come on live. It'll be 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. And we'll be looking at the election results, but also watching the crypto markets because I think they're going to be spicy, especially Doge. And we'll want to figure out where Elon Musk is too that night. Will be interesting. But here's what we were looking at was this tweet from Dima Potts. And Dima Potts was showing this parabolic rise up, which could lead Doge to be anywhere from $10 or higher. 10 plus, $10 plus. So Dima Potts gets an article for $10 Doge. And I'm like, where's my $3 Doge article? Oh, why aren't you talking to Kriss, crypto analyst here, right? That's a pretty good looking chart. I think that's worthy of an article. That's worthy of an article. $10. Yeah, I don't know. $10. Okay, fine. How about $25? Yes, Dogecoin price prediction. Will Doge reach $25? I mean, it's just like, why not $100? Somebody asked that on Wednesday. Why can't Doge reach $100? And I'm just like, oh my God. $3 isn't clickbait enough. I know. It's either $1 or $10, right? How about $25? $25. Oh my God. So Doge will be what Doge is, right? It's going to be what it is, but it is kind of fun to have the discussion. And so people wondering, why would I do that? $3 Doge. And I'm just like, I think Doge can reach $3 if certain things happen. Without it, it's going to be tough. And I've been very consistent about that. Oh, you're just doing that video to get clicks and views. Getting it to have the discussion, more of the discussion about Doge, and try and get it to, like, let's get the adoption going. Let's use Doge. I mean, we got Williamsburg Pizza here saying, hey, they're having fun. They accept Dogecoin for pizzas. And it's like, good morning, happy Friday to everyone who loves Doge and pizza. And they're loving it. They're getting customers purposely coming to their store because you can pay in Dogecoin and you get a 25% discount on your pizza when you pay in Dogecoin, because they know every Doge they take in is at a lower price now than where Doge is going to be in the future. They're making money. We're having fun spending Doge. Imagine, though, the pizza will cost a lot less Doge in the future when Doge's price goes up. But Williamsburg Pizza is getting a lot of free advertising just because they've got a terminal that allows them to directly accept Dogecoin. It works pretty cool. Just like that University Bar, whatever that is, in Tempe, Arizona. They've got one of those Doge terminals too, except Dogecoin. So that's what you can do. So how high will Dogecoin go? Well, how high is Bitcoin going to go? A lot of Dogecoin's run is going to be based on Bitcoin. So what's Bitcoin going to do? Well, our friend Trader Allen says we're almost a repeat of what happened just 1 year ago. That's right. Last fall, 1 year ago, 2023, we had a drop in early September, slow recovery into mid-October, and then a pump. Very similar, we had a drop in early September last month, and then we ran up to early to mid-October chop. We had a slight, what looked like it was going to break out, and Bitcoin went up to 69K, but is now kind of chopping 67 range. But are we looking for this kind of run again? And if we do have it, and it repeats the same kind of fractal from 2023, we're looking at $170,000 Bitcoin by March. $170,000 Bitcoin. And that's just following the same trading it did in 2023 into early 2024. So 1 year later, if Bitcoin goes on the same kind of run, it's just about a 3x, about 2.5 from where it is now. But Dogecoin now at 13 cents. What do you think Dogecoin is at 2.5 times? It's sitting right about 35 cents. Now, what is 35 cents? 35 cents is on the weekly, 35 cents is this blue line right there, which is my huge resistance line and where I am going to be taking my first profits for Doge this bull run. Isn't that interesting? It's almost exactly the same as Trader Tardigrade's fractal coming up, looking at a $170,000 to $180,000 price for Bitcoin. And on Doge, that gets Doge to 35 cents. Now the world will be like, wow, Bitcoin, $170,000, $180,000 of Bitcoin. That is huge. It's going to be all over the news. And Dogecoin, it's like 35 cents. Is that it? It's not even its previous all-time high. Is that it? We need more. Kriss Pack said it was going to $3. It's only 35 cents. We just have to be ready for that. That's all I'm saying. We just have to be ready for that. So that's what I had to talk about today. That gets us caught up where we are, why the dip, price targets. Kriss Pack's not being interviewed as a crypto analyst yet. Somebody will reach out. $3 Doge. What do you think about that? So let me check in with you guys in the chat, and then we'll do some AMA as well. Have all kinds of fun. If you guys want to ask some questions, we'll look at some other coins even, if you want to look at other coins. But whatever's on your mind, it's a Friday. Going into the weekend, I think we're just going to have a choppy weekend, guys. No huge runs, no huge drops. It's just going to be choppy, I think. A lot of interesting things coming up next week. But again, that's the week before the election. And I think everyone's kind of waiting to see what happens on Tuesday, November 5th, which is why I'm going to be live that night on a Tuesday, extra special Kriss Pack's live stream, election results, and Dogecoin and crypto price watch. We might even do some trading that night. I don't know. It'll be pretty spicy, like I said. I've been doing some trading. I did finally sell my Celestia the other day, and it was a good time to sell right before this dip. But I didn't buy Doge. I bought DIA. Do you know what DIA is? DIA. I bought DIA. This is just something I was just like, this might be interesting. I'm going to play this game, DIA. So I bought DIA. I actually bought it yesterday, but DIA did not drop today. It's still going sideways. But there's my purchase right there. It was after this big run up that it had here on Wednesday. I bought right there at $9. DIA. I'm going to try that out. Again, this is a short-term play because most likely March to May, we're going to be selling, booking profits, maybe holding some just a little bit longer. We'll see. I don't know when the high is going to be next year, but I wanted to get out of Celestia because next week is a huge token unlock. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not holding through that. And I'm like, okay, I booked my profit on Celestia. Fine. Wasn't a huge profit, but it was okay. We're going to ride this. We'll try it out. I didn't know today there was going to be a big dip. Otherwise, I would have, if I'd held on and waited, I would have bought Doge at 13.2 on the dip this afternoon. That's okay. But this thing didn't really drop much. I mean, it was kind of going up earlier today up to like $1.16. And I was like, all right, this thing's moving up. So it's retraced a bit, but it's not lower than where I bought it. It's right around the same. So I feel okay about that. And we'll see what happens. And I also did a swing trade on MyDoge. If you guys know that I've been looking at this this stupid Chinese stock. And look what it did yesterday. Boom, all the way up over 60 cents. I sold up here at 62 cents. And then today it's all the way back down into the 40s. So I bought back in at 48 cents. Just a swing trade, like I typically do with my stocks. Do a swing trade. So now I've got a bunch more shares of MyDoge, and that's how I built up my MyDoge stash. Just something I do. Having a little fun. People say, "Why, Kriss? Why do you trade that stupid, shitty Chinese stock?" And I was like, "It's free money. It's free money." Because it does the same thing over and over again. Goes on a crazy run and then sells right back down. Buy low, sell high, right? That's what you want to do. I can't do that with crypto. Crypto is too, I think you just can't predict it. But that MyDoge stock, it's pretty predictable. So I bought back in at 48 cents, and the next time it's up over 60 cents again, I'll sell it and wait for it to drop back down again. I don't know. It's just something that seems to be working there. All right. What's going on, guys? Tether is dead. Tether is not dead. Tether just, it's strong. Keeps printing. Hi, Niels. How are you? Good evening. You bought an extra 1,500 Doge today. Nice. Top off your stash. Add a little more. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Happy Friday, Duber. How are you? Hey, Matt, what's going on? If having 300,000 Doge made you a decent sum of money, would it make more sense to put a lump sum on the mortgage or add another payment? I think you mean like every month, right? So every month you make an additional payment using your Doge profits. I've never done that before, made a lump sum. Interesting. I mean, whatever you can do to get out of mortgage debt. And then what do you do with the rest of that profit if you don't do one big lump sum and you do it monthly instead? Are you making any money on that? That's what you want to figure out, because you don't want to just have it sit in the bank. And if 2026 is indeed a bear market again, or start of a bear market, you don't want it sitting in crypto where it might lose value. Again, we don't know what's going to happen. We could have an extended cycle or super cycle. There still could be something crazy with Dogecoin, with X payments or Tesla or something. You never know. But typically in a bear market, like we saw when Elon bought Twitter, the price will spike up on the news and then it'll just drop right back down. So Bull Run and I are going to be shorting the market 2026. We'll see what happens. But maybe not Doge, because Doge you get totally wiped out on a move like that. Do only good every day. The dip before the rip. Yeah, Joe. How much of that $3 price prediction is realism and how much it's hype? It depends on what happens with Doge. Is Doge going to be on X payments? Is Doge going to be used to buy Tesla cars? If neither of those happen, then that $3 price prediction is hype, in my opinion. Choketober. Well, again, this is trading and this is what happens. This dip, again, it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin dumping on fake news again. And look at it just recovering right back up. Total V happening here, right? I mean, this is total V happening. That's what's happening. Howdy, Ryan. Howdy, Pietro. Alexander. Hello, hello. Kriss saying $3. Wow. I know, Volks, right? $3. Wow. When you take profits, will you be doing that in the amount of Doge or the amount of money? It'll be a percentage of Doge. Yeah, I'll just do a percentage of Doge at the time. 15, 20%. Again, we'll talk more about that once the price gets going up higher. Hey, KB, how are you? Just another day in crypto, right? Hit the like. Thanks, Proxy, for the reminder, everybody. Hit that like button. Appreciate that. Remember I said to buy Moodang. What is Moodang doing? Crypto. There we go. Moodang. What is Moodang doing? That is that's quite the chart there. That's quite the chart from this way. This is the Binance listing. Moodang was down here at 7 cents. So it's tripled in price. Now 22 cents. Wow. That's quite the chart there. Let's zoom back and let's see what this looks like. Wow. So Moodang had basically been selling off, and then it gets its Binance listing, and boom. Well, do you take profits at 22 cents? Will this thing just drop right back down? Now that it's trading on Binance, Binance may, because of the trading that happens on it, may keep it up here in the upper teens or so and not drop all the way back down below 10 cents. That would be my guess looking at this thing. Because yeah, that all of the hype and its big run up over 34 cents, and then it traded all the way down to 6 and 7 cents. Wow. Interesting chart. Here's a Doge chart with the big bull flag. But instead of going up, we have this V happening. We got the big V happening. Look at that. On the 1 hour chart, that V is happening. Matt just bought some dips. I will sell at 35 cents. I'm going to take profit at 35 cents because by the time Dogecoin gets there, I still don't think we're going to have that huge confirmation that'll solidify Doge going up over $1. So I am going to take profit at 35 cents. You never know what's going to happen. Again, this is my plan. I'm going to take some off the table. Not selling all my Doge. Mr. USAF1, how are you? People getting told $10 a coin in articles, so they're just left holding the bag. $3 definitely possible, but without major news? Exactly. That's my point. Your guess at $1.29. $1.29 seems reasonable. It'll work and work and work to get over $1, and then finally does, maybe gets up to that price. But most people could be happy with $1. Or 69. Yeah, right. You weren't able to make it back to get down to Williamsburg when you're in New York. You'll have to go back. Will it hit below 13 cents? I kind of don't think so. If it was going to go below 13 cents, it had the opportunity this afternoon and didn't. So I think we're going to be trading up here in the upper 13s. Maybe touch over 14 again. How much money would Tesla save on fees if they accepted Dogecoin? Well, there's no fees. They're making money. And they're taking in an asset that's going to grow in value as opposed to dollars, which are going to shrink in value. BTC is subject to diminishing returns. I know. The guy just used the same fractal. Will Doge see 12 cents? I don't know, Shemi. I don't know if we're going to dip down to the 12s. 13.5 seems to be about where Doge is settling right now. The bull run's not canceled forever. Nope. It's a little breather. We just had a big run. Doge had this run up right here. And so now it's taking a breather between 14 and 13, right in this zone. It's just extending out a little longer. And maybe this line should really go out to November 5th, election night. You just DCA'd? Yeah, you buy Doge now, your price is going up a little bit, your average price. But you have to ask yourself, is Dogecoin going to be at a higher price next month than it is now? How much Doge is good to have for the pump? As much as you can get that is within your limits of risk-taking and your financial position. That number will be different for everybody. Some people have 10,000, some people have 100,000, some people have 1 million or more. Yeah, so it's about 15%, Francisco, is my first slice that I'm targeting. What price will Doge be when Trump gets elected? Well, aesthetic cars. Join me November 5th live, and we'll talk about it that night. Ciao. I know you're not a financial advisor, but are you professional or just hobby level? Hobby. This is all hobby. I'm an architect. I design buildings. This is fun. And I've got a lot invested here. So I do this also for my own benefit. Keeps me up with all the news that's going on. And I get to share with you guys some more realistic thoughts out there about what's going on in the markets, especially on a platform like YouTube, where you're watching me right now, because there's a lot of mega hype out there. And you guys don't know what to believe when you see some of this stuff. So I try and keep it real here. Like this whole manipulation thing we had today on this fake news was all that. Doge and Bitcoin are not crashing. But at the same time, Doge isn't going to $10, at least not anytime soon. You Got 400,000 Doge, been buying since 2021. Credit card fees. Yeah, so there's a maximum amount they can actually take using credit when they sell a car. So what I've done when I bought a car is I used my credit card for the maximum amount that they'll allow. Maybe it's $2,000 or $5,000. I don't remember what it was last time I did it, but it was something like that. And then use a cashier's check for the rest. So the credit card fee that the dealership actually pays is only on that portion that's done on credit. I don't think you can go in and buy like a $30,000 car all on credit. They'll only allow so much on credit, and the rest will be a cashier's check. If you're buying the whole in cash and not financing. Don't think we're ever going to see 12 cents again, Mr. Cheyenne? Maybe. Again, this yellow line here at 13.2 is looking pretty strong. Looking pretty strong. The monthly chart looks scarily similar to 2020. I know we have been comparing Doge's chart with 2020 quite a bit. Monthly chart. Yeah, 2020 is just like, it doesn't even show up. Because percentage-wise, 2020 was all, or at least price-wise, was pretty flat compared to what Dogecoin ended up doing. Guess we could go into the logarithmic, right? And we can see on a log scale what this looks like. There we go. Let's take a look at this. And a percentage-wise, we could look at this. 2020 is right here above me. April, May, we're green. July, up. Not quite. A little different. We're going down. May, June, July. But now more recent, yes. More recent turning up. Very similar. Looking at it percentage-wise. Yep. Looks like it's not going to heed my V-shaped recovery here. It's breaking out the wrong way. The wrong way. Feeling bullish. This was a nice cool off for the RSI. Yeah. Yeah, when the RSI gets overheated, right? And it looks like we're in this sort of like overbought area. It needs a little dip, but then it resets and goes up higher because we're still in a bull market. What do I think about Kevin saying that if Kamala wins, it's pretty much over for crypto? That's ridiculous. Biden won 4 years ago, and then look what happened to crypto. He's just saying that to get attention. Not true. FUD article about Tether. Microsoft rejected BTC investment. I didn't see that. I thought Microsoft was going to talk about it come December. That's what I heard. But yeah, the Tether thing we covered earlier. Tether CEO denies investigation rumors. And then he said, as we told the Wall Street Journal, there is no indication that Tether is under investigation. Wall Street Journal is regurgitating old noise. FUD. Total FUD. Yes, that happened. Yep, all indicators cooling off. Yep. But those were the same indicators in the same positions as we had when Doge was at 10, 11 cents. And then earlier, a year ago, those same indicators looked at 7 and 8 cents. They just reset each time Doge goes on one of these runs and then trades sideways. That's what happens. Again, looking at this 4-hour chart, when Doge was trading here, and this is in the, between 10 cents and 11 cents here, we had the same thing happen with RSI and MACD. Because Doge had run up actually to 13.2 cents. RSI, right, overbought. And so price dumps, resets RSI and MACD. And then when it runs again, it goes higher. Same thing happens. Rinse and repeat, just with higher prices. That is how a bull market works. I transfer more gambling fund into the exchange. Buy, buy, buy. Here you go, away. This is kind of like gambling, isn't it? Will Doge have a significant drop in price if Kamala wins? Because Doge is tied to Elon and Elon endorses Trump. Most likely, Doge would not trade as well. But I think over time, it would be a temporary, and then we just continue. We just continue moving on. Biden beat Trump 4 years ago. Of course, Trump wasn't all pro-crypto then. But we saw what the SEC was doing with crypto, and that just continued and got even worse during Biden. And this time price didn't come down as much. Exactly. People freaking out over like 4 or 5%. Again, in bull markets previous, I showed the other day, we had 30% pullback, 20, 30, 40% pullbacks even. And then it just turned around and went higher in a bull market. That's what we've seen. Right. When I sell, I'll probably take a small amount and have some fun on stake in a poly market. Yeah, why not? Have a little fun with some of it. Don't go blow it all like some of these other guys, right? I know the leverage traders. I'm like, I'm not trading leverage, not in crypto. No way. This dump today just came out of the blue. Wiped out a lot of leverage. Yeah, April 2021 was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'd remembered it like 42 down to 16. But you could be right. I'd remembered it 42 to 16. But we can go back. Beauty of these charts. You can see what it actually did. So this is right on 16th of April. Oh, look at that. 45 cents. It actually touched 45. And where did it drop to? Well, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days later. 7 days later. 16 cents right there. Close. Close. But yeah, but that moved down on a percentage basis, down 63%. Down 63%. But then look what it did. It just went crazy. From that low, it then went up 360%. $2021 was crazy, crazy, crazy. I'll take 360%. We had that. Again, 2022, end of October, Elon buys Twitter, and Doge went up to its peak 160%. But because we were in a bear market, it just plowed right back down. But then we had a golden cross right there. Golden cross happened. And then a death cross happened right there. All the span of a few months. But then we had another golden cross here. Craziness. Let's get back to where we were. Here we go. 1353. We're holding on right now, 13.5 cents. This is about where we're going to be. Is the bull market till next October? Or is that when we would hit the highest? Who knows, Becky? We don't know. World events could influence that when we think the bull market stops, which is why we are going to have a strategy of layering out profits and not waiting for some specific date. In 2021, Bitcoin had a double high. It had one in like early March at 64K, and then in November at 69K. We have no idea what's going to happen this time. So we're going to employ a strategy here that I'm going to be doing because I'm selling a lot of my crypto and just slicing off percentages. It's not going to be the most profitable way to do it, but it's not as risky as waiting for some future month that the market may or may not be higher. We don't know. Don't know. Thanks, Roziansky. Appreciate it. Yeah, down 63% in 1 week. Long-term holders weren't bothered. And I wasn't bothered. I held right through it. But then I held up 360%. And then the following drop back down. Still held. Which is why I'm going to be taking profits this time. 360%. Easy. So easy. Hey, Joseph. Been DCAing since 55 cents. And here you are, 4 years later. Your average is now down to 10 cents. Amazing. Isn't it great how DCA works? Is July going to be the top? I don't know, Joseph. That's what we're talking about. Don't know. But like, I don't know, once a month or so, I'm going to be selling some crypto. We'll look at the charts. We'll see what's going on. Some spikes come up or something. I'm like, okay, sell a little more. Because we don't know when that last spike is going to happen, when the top is really going to be. We don't know. Paulo, how are you? Been binging my videos. Nice. You'll find I've been pretty consistent. $1.69. February, March, maybe April. Well, that's why we sell a little bit in February, sell a little bit in March, sell a little bit in April. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I'll tell you all about it right here. We'll talk about it. We'll look at the charts. We'll look at the levels. We'll look at our targets. We'll set our limit orders. Doge's 4-hour chart looks scary right now. The 4-hour chart for Doge looks scary. Yeah, I think we're just, again, we've been watching this bull flag, and it looks like this bull flag is just extending out a little more. Yes, it is a bit downward since we came up and hit 15 cents here on 21st of October. But overall, to me, it just looks like we're now settling in this range here, and not scary to me. Again, we've been seeing these higher lows and higher highs, and that's been consistent. And look, I did predict a drop right here. See this thin white line? This was my October price prediction, and I did predict a drop right here. And I thought we would drop down just below 13, grab some at 12.99, 12.98 right there, pick up some. Didn't quite go that low. It held 13.2 support line. Crypto playing a big role in this election. How many voters are there in crypto? I think a lot more this time around. If crypto and stock markets are all-time high under Kamala, why would it go down under Kamala? Well, that's a good question, particularly on the stock market. Crypto is not really at all-time high. I mean, Bitcoin's close, but a lot of other cryptos are still low compared to where they were 4 years ago. A lot of that was the stimulus money, all those stimulus checks that sort of flushed the markets in 2021. And that's why I think a lot of the altcoins were overvalued. And we won't see those same prices again on a lot of altcoins. And maybe even Doge too. We have to be ready for that. Doge may not get to 73 cents. Unless something, like I say, something big utility happens, like X payments. I don't know if Doge gets to 73 cents without it this cycle. After my last 70,000, I bought a couple days ago. Think I'm good for a while. Hey, you got to do other things, right? There's that photo that's going around on X about, someone with like $1 million crypto bags and their apartment is like sparse and empty. They have a mattress sitting on the floor in the corner. Right? It's like, yep, got $1 million in crypto, but sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I love that. That's awesome. Well, we'll see how my predictions come out here, Paulo. We'll see how it comes out. Yeah, you don't believe it's going to go under 12 for a while or ever. I agree. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Shemi. Appreciate it. Have a good weekend too. You need to change the oil in your truck. Do you have to pay? Could you pay in Dogecoin? Probably not. You just ask them to say, hey, do you take Doge? About to buy $200,000 worth of Doge. That's a nice buy. That's a nice buy. That'd be what? Let's see. 260,000 Doge, right? Did I do the math right? So I got my calculator here. $200,000 worth of Doge. No. That's a lot. That is nice. Yeah, about 1.5 million Dogecoin. That's like 1.5 million Dogecoin there. That's a nice buy. Obviously, you think Doge is going up too, right? Compare DCA up to getting more Doge. I don't know what you mean, Randy. You'll have to be a little clearer. Matt's praying for Doge to go up. Hoping, praying, wanting, needing. I need Doge to go up, right? That's what he said. I need Doge to go up. I need a new fence. How about a new house? $10 Doge, right? Yeah. At what price do you stop buying Dogecoin? And you say, okay, that's enough. I'm just going to hold it now. At what price? Because you're going to have all these new people coming and FOMOing in. Right? FOMOing in. You remember, Joseph, right? Again, I go back up to this, right? You bought it 55 cents back in 2021. But then you were buying a lot of Doge at like 5 and 6 cents too, to bring that average down. At what point do you stop buying as Doge goes back up? And you say, okay, I'm good. I've got a lot of Doge. I've been playing around with some other coins. Like Dia is one that I just think will be a fun one to play with for a bit. Every paycheck, $100 into Bitcoin, $100 into Doge. DCA. That's it. Would you be worried if you put your entire net worth in Doge? That would be a pretty risky move because you never know what's going to happen, Caleb. You never know what's going to happen. So that is risky. Wow. Your whole net worth into Doge. I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't recommend anybody do it. But there are a lot of people who put their whole net worth into Bitcoin like 10 years ago, and they are multimillionaires today. Sold everything. Who's that guy, Didi, and his family? Sold everything. Sold their house, sold everything. Put it all into Bitcoin. And they're multimillionaires today. Multimillionaires. Families traveling the world. Put your whole net worth into Doge. Some people would say that's crazy. That's crazy. So me, I've got a retirement plan. I'm good, right? Some real estate, good. I own some stocks, and I have a pretty diversified crypto portfolio that I've shared with you guys. It's heavily Doge, right? I've got more Doge than anything else. But I'm at a different point in life. And now I'm just trying to get out of the mortgage, right? And be done with the banks. That's my goal. Could I have just sold everything and put it all into Doge? Sure. Just risky, a little too risky for me. I think I'm at that point, right? I like to dream about SHIB and Doge being part of mainstream currency in a robot futuristic world. Well, not SHIB. Definitely not SHIB. But Doge, maybe. McKinney, pay off my mortgage if Doge hits $1. You've calculated it all the way down to $1.61. That's awesome. Pay off that mortgage. Wait, almost my whole net worth is in Dogecoin. Sold your car, bought more Doge, riding the bull market. You sold all your stocks. I've been making a ton of money on stocks this fall. I told you guys, MicroStrategy, DJT. I bought DJT just less than a month ago. It's already doubled in price. Riding it to the election. And I've been swing trading the Megal stock. Sold yesterday up high, bought again back in this morning low. But that's just me. I get bored if I just sit around. So 70% of your net worth is in crypto. Only have a few $1,000s left in the bank for food and rent. Everything else, Doge. I love it. Well, it is a risky play, but wow. If it hits like we think it really could from this point, going to be sitting very pretty. X payments will happen. Where it goes from that is the question. Right. X payments is going to come out. It's not going to have Doge when it comes out. It's just going to be fiat money, right? You gotta use your dollars, right? Got to connect it to your bank account, right? Move dollars on, however that's going to work. Don't know yet the details of it. And then you can use X payments to buy things on X, peer-to-peer, money transfers, all of that, right? But the only way when it starts is going to be putting your dollars on there. I would rather just have a Dogecoin wallet and just use Doge because Doge is worldwide. The dollar, like you want to pay someone and they live in another country, it's like, then there's got to be a conversion and too complicated. One Doge is one Doge. That's all you need to know. One Doge. Go big or go home. Exactly. Hey, like I said, some people did that with Bitcoin and they made a crap ton of money and are living large today. But it's risky. I mean, who knew? Who knew what Bitcoin would become? I have not seen any update in a while, since like 37 or 38, for money transmitter licenses for X. So I haven't seen an update. So still like 13 more states to go, including New York. New York is one of them still. Elon said that one was probably going to be the hardest. I don't know the details of what all it takes, but again, more of this over-regulation that Elon is sick and tired of, and he wants to cut down. Why does it take so long? Why does it take a year to get a money transmitter license? What could possibly be behind that? That's why Elon gets so frustrated. It's like, I got a plan. I want to do this. I've done my application. Why are you taking so long? He says he can build a rocket in shorter time than it takes to get all the approvals in place for him to shoot the thing off. He can build a rocket faster than what he says is one piece of paper going from one desk to another desk. And he's built the whole rocket. Starship 6 is ready to go. You need Trump to say Doge. That would be hilarious. Yeah, come on, Trump, say Doge. Elon's got to have him say it. That'd be awesome. Donald, just say Doge. There is a lot of lost Doge. There's a lot of lost Bitcoin too. But there is a lot of lost Doge. There's a lot of big wallets out there that haven't been touched in over 10 years. That Doge is probably lost. High risk, high reward, Doge to $1. I don't know how those people are finding out when those money transmitter licenses are attained. I don't know where they're finding that information. I just follow a lot of people on X who've been really good at posting that. Every time there's a new state, they add it to their little map. They tweet about it. And I haven't seen that in a while. If I need to sell, but I always buy Doge, most I sold was $1,200 to buy instruments for my kiddos. Yeah. That's life, right? That's life. Doge trying to make a comeback. I know. What are we going to see in 2025? Are we going to see Doge up in the 40, 50, 60 cents, crazy trading, and then FOMO kicks in and it goes even higher? That's what we're waiting for. That's the fun of it too. It's the fun of it too. Anticipation, patience. Have I been in the map room? I've been in Chicago a number of times. Last time it's been a while. I've never been in the map room. There's a map room here in Boston. It's a 3-dimensional globe. That's really cool. You're actually like inside a map, a giant map. We have that in Boston called the Maparium. It's very cool. It's a very cool space. Look that up. Look up Maparium in Boston, and you'll see the photos of this thing. It's absolutely cool. Amazing space. You see all the countries on the map as they were back when they made the map. I don't remember what year that was off the top of my head, but really cool space. And it has this little bridge, and you walk into this room on the bridge, and the room is shaped as a sphere, and you're inside this 3-dimensional map of the globe that's around you. So cool. But I'll look that up. Map Room Chicago, see what that looks like. I'm all in. It's go time. Sit, be patient, profit will come. I know some people don't have the patience though. I want it now. We're only a little over a week away from this election, and it's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be crazy. But then, you know, everyone's expecting one thing that usually doesn't happen the way people expect it to. So you never know. I love Doge. Elon loves Doge. We all love Doge. Yeah, Trump says that. Where to go to see the leverages, Bogdan? All right, so I use CoinGlass. This is coinglass.com, and they have what's called liquidation heat map, and you can just Google it. Just Google Bitcoin liquidation heat map, and it'll take you to this page here. And this shows all of the leverage. These are all the shorts up here that are open still and how long they've been open. Some of them have been open a long time. And then here's the shorts down here. Or the leveraged long. These are the liquidation prices of leveraged longs that are open right now. Yeah, down here at like 65K, there's some big ones. So this is on coinglass.com. And then they also have the page where they're showing in real time what's being liquidated. We just had a Solana liquidation of $300,000 at $166. You go to the lowest and you see them happening in real time. The low dollar ones, like Aptos just happened. Now these are shorts, which means the price is going up, which is good. We want to see red on the liquidations. That means these are shorts that are getting liquidated. Someone was shorting Doge, $7,300, got liquidated. Another Doge just happened, $5,000 right now. Just got wiped out. So we love it when the shorts get wiped out. Yeah, so this happens real time. Microsoft rejecting Bitcoin. Sure, I'll take a look at that. Microsoft reject BTC. See what comes up. Microsoft tells shareholders to reject the call to invest corporate cash in Bitcoin. Microsoft says it has an internal team that regularly considers ways to diversify the company's assets. But somebody in the company, whoever this is, Microsoft, right, tells shareholders to reject the call to invest in Bitcoin. Microsoft plans to hold its annual shareholders meeting on December 10th. On this year's list of voting items is a proposal to diversify Microsoft assets and increase shareholder value by investing in Bitcoin. So who at Microsoft is saying or is against that? Obviously somebody who is pretty high up. So who would that be? They're just saying Microsoft tells shareholders to reject. They're not saying who. Microsoft's board told its shareholders to reject. Huh. Well, that news came out a while ago. So this dip wasn't based on that. This dip was all that fake, totally that fake Tether news. Happened up here, and then price got dumped again by the market makers. Exchanges just wiping out leverage because they could. And look at this V-shaped recovery coming right back up. Nice. Nice. Doge to the moon. Living in an empty apartment with a mattress on the floor is a bit extreme. Yeah, look it up, though. Go on X and you'll see them. Now, I think they're just jokes. I don't think it's really somebody, but it's fun to see. We'll stop buying Doge when the price gets too far above your average cost. Yeah, again, I've got a huge bag of Doge now, and with my extra money, I'm like buying into some other things just for the fun of it. It's not really a lot that I have to invest anymore. So if we see another big dip in Doge, though, sure. Yeah, Elon did say that a couple years ago. Don't bet the farm on crypto, because he knows how volatile it is. He doesn't, he wants people to stay a little bit safe and not like go all in on Doge like Way is doing, and some of you guys. It's like, yeah. Probably Bill Gates. Yeah, probably. It could be a whole political thing. Bitcoin is now kind of seen as like this Republican thing now, which is odd because a lot of Democrats own Bitcoin and are making money off it. Treated myself to an early birthday present and bought 25,000 more Doge. Should have waited one more day, but you never know, right? You never know. Gates is using dark money. And all this dark money stuff. I mean, Sam Bankman-Fried was talking about this dark money being used to fund political campaigns. Dark money? I don't know what that is. But he said he was doing it. I don't know. Any more questions? Anything else you guys want me to look at? I mean, most coins all did a big drop. Here's SHIB. SHIB went all the way down to 17. Hit that. Now coming right back up. So we're having V-shaped recoveries across the board. Solana had this secondary drop here a little bit. Again, took out another leveraged long that was a new one. Somebody put a new one when price was coming up. So they dropped the Solana price back down because we just saw that Solana one on the list there. Traders playing games. XRP still a stable coin, 51 cents. So it is. Ethereum Classic was starting to go up quite a bit here. It's like, finally, ETH Classic moving. Same with Chainlink. Chainlink was very active. Aptos took a big dump. Wow, look at that one. And it's not recovering. It dumped and now is going sideways. That's not good. And Jasmine just can't make it back to 2 cents. Ugh. Bitcoin dominance is going up. Now 59.2. Is it going to hit 60%? Ben Cowan's target? Wow. That's amazing. The Celtics are loaded this year, Ryan. Totally loaded. There are predictions out there that the Celtics could win the most games in any NBA season. They might get close, and they're just loaded this year. As long as they don't have any like significant injuries, but even that, I mean, Porzingis hasn't played yet. He's probably not going to play the first month or two. And they just win. So, yep, turning around the whole team from last year. The main team is all back. Dark money is black budget. Yeah, I don't know what all of that means. Gates funneled $55 million to a shell to try to hide his donation. Oh, God. What's going on with Sheep? We just looked at Sheep. Sheep has not been doing well versus Doge even. We take a look at the 4-hour chart. Sheep is just, it's kind of floundering. And we look at the relationship between Sheep and Doge, and generally, it's been going down. This is the Sheep-Doge pair. So Doge is outperforming Sheep by quite a bit lately. Now, could Sheep just be gearing up for a huge run? I still have a bag of Sheep and I'm still waiting. But Doge is outperforming Sheep. So, yeah, I look at this chart every now and then just to remind myself, yeah, I don't know. Is Sheep going to have some big event or some big thing? Or is it all just going to be hype? Waiting to see. Waiting to see. Bull Run, who's typically here, has this big bag of Pepe. Pepe's just needs to drop that 0 again. But yeah, it's been going sideways. So you see all those charts of all this stuff going sideways, but then you see Doge's, and Doge is going up. So sorry for all my scribbles here, but we've got a lot going on with Doge right now. And so I got all these things. I can probably get rid of the bull flag, but I don't know. It's still, the bull flag is still in play. So I keep it. I keep it all there. Still looking for that full V-shaped recovery. Need to get back up to about 13.8 or so to solidify this V-shaped recovery here. I'm not that far away. All right, gang, that's what we've got going on right now. I think the weekend is still going to be more sideways trading. I think a lot of this is all just waiting on the election now. I don't think we're going to see any huge runs or huge drops. But I will continue to keep everyone updated. We'll be live again on Monday at 4 o'clock. Join in then. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.